What up, what up? What up?
Let me shut this motherfucker around real quick.
Yeah, when it popped up, it said Versus Underground, so it's what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good. Better repetitions
Yeah,
in this. Law mob in this
yeah,
beat.
Lyra.
Hey, recap time. Yeah. Hey, shout out to y'all battle though. Shit, a classic. I think it was the best one in the first round so far. But I can't really
You
say
need
that
one more?
with, huh? Bro, I can't really say that with full meaning because I didn't see the Polo and what's his name battle. Not no disrespect, I just forgot who he was versing. I gotta watch that one. But yeah, so far y'all got the best battle. You know what I mean? Shout out Hawk Life got the W. So I mean, hell yeah. Uh, ready for the recap. Ready for the announcements for round two. You know what I'm saying? Who we versing? Ready to see this on wax shit. There's a lot of shit going on. I'm ready for all that shit. Yeah.
Hmm. Oh yeah, it's a movie. As my guy Duncan Allen was saying, it's genuine vibes.
Yeah.
But all right, yo, man, it's your boy Hawk Life, man, and you're tuned into. Oh, hold on. Shot the horse before the gun. Yo, man, it's your boy Hawk Life, and you're tuned in to Versus Underground Lyric Lyra versus LilSolid4L, the recap. Man, if you tuned into the verses, you already know what went down. But before we get started, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, comment, subscribe. The road to 1,000 on YouTube. You can follow, sub on Twitch, support Facebook. You can send stars, follow whatever. Support the movement. Support the platform. Um, get straight into the announcement before we get into the recap. Announcement number one. Announcement number one is you know I'm the new GM of Guerrilla War Zones on Wags Division. I would like to officially introduce to y'all Himothy on Wags tournament. $150 cash prize. There can only be one king or one queen. To tap in for the release of that, more coming soon. Um Also, this is the first you hear of it. First group versus August the 16th, I believe. If it's not, the flyer be out soon, so don't hold me to the date because y'all know I fucks up shit. Gorilla House. No, it's not the first group. I'm sorry. The first group was Loud Mob versus Rocket Gang and all that. So it's not the first group. Um, but this battle is Gorilla House versus OSG. Indiana versus Rhode Island and New York. This gonna be dope. This gonna be dope. Style classes, vibes wise. Make sure y'all tap in. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've been working behind the scenes. It's gonna be a movie. Now, what we came here for. There's been a lot of discussion. There's been a lot of uh commentary after the event. And also, first and foremost, I would like to shout out who's in the building. Hold on, give me a second. If y'all want to shout out somebody right quick, I just want to answer Lyric because he texted me in the DM. Give me a second, y'all. But I would like to introduce to y'all the one and only the guy who won the versus underground by an overwhelming margin from the judges. Lyric Lyra. Champ was good. Tell me how you feeling about the verses. Uh, and were you confident going into it, or did you think it was gonna be a dogfight?
Can't hear you. You on mute or something?
Yeah, while he fixes uh, hold on. Hello, hello, we still can't hear
Still
you.
can't hear you, bro.
But while he fixes stuff, there was a lot of controversy behind the judging. Um, I saw there was a lot of commentary. People was like, "Hey, man, uh,
Hear me now?
yes."
Yeah.
Okay, I just had to change it to AirPods. That's all. But go ahead. You finish saying what you're gonna say.
Oh, back to lyric since he back here, then we'll get the chief. Basically, I was asking you, lyric, how did you feel about the verses, and were you confident going in it, or did you think it was gonna be a dogfight?
Yeah, I was shit. I was feeling good. Like I didn't feel nothing. You know what I mean? Like when I went into the verses,
Hold
like
on. Chief, mute your mic.
yeah, shit. I didn't technically feel nothing when I was going to the verses. I just knew that it was going to be a good battle. That was it. You know what I mean? Like you know, um, you know, I'm pretty very confident with my catalog and the work that I put into my music, and also, I'm pretty very extremely confident with the features that I have with Bruh or with anybody else. You know what I mean? So, I already knew, like it was just gonna be a good vibe. It was gonna be a good, moment.
Yeah. Um, Shout out Pusha Hero. I see you in the comments. Kind, I see y'all in the comments. Uh, Chief YZ. My question for you was there was a lot of controversy behind the voting and the judging rather. People gave their opinions. I thought the judging was fair as uh, as somebody who was, I believe you may have judged or was a spectator. How did you feel about the judging and the event overall?
Hey, I thought it was a legendary moment until after it kind of did get tarnished a little bit with his post. That's what you're referring to.
Yeah,
Um, he kind of did send some shots, and I don't know why he sent shots at you. That was the most confusing part. Like I can understand he like, oh, I feel like I beat Lyric, da da da. But for him to go after the only judge that voted for him, like you know what I'm saying, like you already know we don't hold no hard feelings. That's your opinion, and you have a right to that. But I feel like why would you go after the podcast that gave you the opportunity to do the verses, and then you downplay it, and then you tag in Hawk Life or Battle Rap Kingdom because it's your page, and you be like, I think the judging was bad, but Hawk Life the one who said you won at the end. It was a 2-1. It was a dog fight in my opinion, but I feel like the judges did get it right. Everyone had a right to their opinion, so however they felt was right. But I mean, through the whole verses, I felt like round one, because you do it 3-3-4 for the people who do not know. But round one, he came out with like his first song was kind of, in my opinion, wasn't really with the vibe. It kind of came out slow. So I was like, okay, first song. Then they kept up with the next two songs. So bro got the first round. Second round was solid. I gave it a solid, in my opinion, because he came out with some more consistent hard shit. Like, all right. And then the third round, I gave it a lyric because he had the song where he was talking about, which was not intentional, but he was talking about his homie passing and this, that, and the third. And then bruh had a song with a line in it when he was like, fuck your best friend, he dead, da da da. And I was like, oh, that kind of got personal. That what gave me bruh the third round for me. But I just felt like it was like you were down with the verses. He was so cocky coming into it and all the confidence, like which you should have coming in the verses. And then for you to be like respect, I'm being respectful. I respect everybody. Thank you for the opportunity. But then when you lose, it turned into oh, this platform ain't shit, and you know what I mean, like I'm gonna make songs that y'all not even gonna be able to play, and da 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 da. It kind of turned into something different, which I was cool with little homie, and I'm still cool with him, but I don't respect what he doing at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because like you the one who wanted the verses, and you should really pay a little respect to Lyric because without him you wouldn't have had the verses. You were begging for verses for someone to come and do it. And Lyric was like, "Hey, I'll come and do it." You know what I mean? Like I'll come do it with you. So I felt like for all that happened and the way he acted after the verses, it's still legendary, but it would have been more respectable if he would have just took his L or came back. I would have challenged Lyric again and been like, hey, I feel like you used your best songs. I got more. You know what I mean? Yeah,
The Freight
what
Train
Freight
said,
Train just said.
hell
He said
yeah.
people gonna have to realize everybody not gonna like your music, and when you hear so many yes man, that should become second nature. And when you
Right.
hear something different, that shit hit different.
Yeah,
Which
right.
facts, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. And that's
to
So
that.
and that's all I want to and I kind of want to touch upon that too because I ain't really got a chance to really say much about the post or much about anything. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the verses was good. You know what I mean? Like, I was keeping it like a friendly kind of fire kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, plus two, I mean, I don't really know homie like that. You know what I mean? But for him to really want to go to the verse and shit, so I was like, fuck it. I'll do it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel you. But at the same time, this is kind of why, you know, in my opinion, which I said my opinion, you know what I mean? Like when you kind of do friendly fires, especially with people that you could create a business or a move with that could give you a different motion, you know what I mean? Like it be niggas that be butthurt. And then at that, if you think that you're gonna sign a whole label, dog, and you acting like that, dog, like I'm gonna tell you this right now, bro. You ain't gonna last long, bro. I'm going to say that shit right now. You know what I mean? Because if you can't humble yourself and your emotions all crazy and shit like a woman and shit, bro, like you're not gonna make it, bro. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has criticism. You know what I mean? And even back in the days before motherfuckers even knew who the fuck I was, and was like, oh, Lyric can't take criticism. You know what I mean? Like, people had to find out. They had to fuck around and find out what the fuck, the mob is, what the hell the mob is about and shit. You know what I mean? And you know is something I didn't imagine seeing. I was looking forward to actually making a song with him. You know what I mean? I was looking forward to, you know what I mean, like making some moves, making some plays, you know what I mean? Like seeing like how, statistic wise, as far as for the fans, how would they react and this, that, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, it's promotion for him, it's promotion for me. But when I kind of saw that shit, I was like, damn, like that's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? Like we have too many artists in this damn world, bro. That's too fucking sensitive. Y'all niggas need to stop acting like bitches. Period. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas need to stop acting like bitches. And yeah, I said it. I stayed on my fucking shit. Y'all niggas not moving the way how the fuck y'all supposed to be moving. And I'm disappointed in a lot of niggas, bro. I'm disappointed in a lot of motherfucking niggas. And that's why I said it's about to be a scary movie. Fuck a damn movie. It's about to be a scary movie. Shit. Once, bro. I'm trying to tell you, you just don't know the damn move, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, like, I feel like I got another dub, you know what I mean? I would pay Lee and pay high respect to the guy, but after kind of the way how he kind of came off with my music, which I'm not trying to be that guy to be like that, but I'm just gonna be like who? You know what I mean? Because at this point, like I don't even see him. I got my W, that's all that matters. So I'm gonna keep moving forward. You know what I mean? So, you know.
Yeah, like I said, man, August 15 or 16, fly be out soon. OSG versus Gorilla House or Gorilla House versus OSG, however you want to say it. I'm telling you, that's gonna be another banger, classic at the classic. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, the clock is ticking. Get involved, get seen, get heard, get active. We dropping hot shit back to back to back to back to back to back. Y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. Shout out Free Train Sim in the comments, man. You can check him out on the Gorilla Zone on Wax Card. You know what I'm saying? When that drop live, you'll see him on there. He versing DuPont. We got Lyric versus Devilino. That's gonna be a good one because of these styles. I can't wait for that one. That's one of the that's probably the most the one I'm most excited for this to hear. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like they they styles it's gonna be a certified class. I know it's gonna be a certified class before they must start. So I'm just waiting to see where they take it there. But like I said, $150 cash prizes, more battles on the card. I don't want to say too much. The card's gonna get released. You know what I'm saying? The card's gonna get released. They still got time to get a slot in if you want to get a slot in. I know I said 4 o'clock. I keep changing the times. Um, so I'm gonna give everybody to at least midnight tonight. If nobody don't. I'm releasing the card, man, and it's popping, man. Also, also, I got a battle rap card coming in October. Um, and it's for the Battle Rap Kingdom title. Bringing that back, bringing Battle Rap Kingdom back. You know what I'm saying? It's where it all started, the essence of where this media group started. So we got to bring that back and get that back jumping. Um, Also, I got some music on the way. I got shit going. Uh, it's been lit. If I ain't been streaming, or whatever been going on, brother been grinding. Life done changed, so I gotta stick and move, do my ones and twos. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Now back to what we was talking about. My opinion on the verses, the judgment, being the only judge that went the opposite way and everything of that nature. But my opinion on the verses, uh, my opinion on the first off on the judging, I feel like it was fair. I feel like it was fair. I feel like I may have heard things that the other judges didn't. The other judges may have heard things I did. So it's all due respect to all the judges. You know what I'm saying? Their verdict is their opinion and what was good for their ear. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a take away from neither artist because both of the artists was great. Both of the artists came prepared. Uh, both of the artists' catalogs, the songs they picked was structured specifically for their opponent. And I loved how when there were songs where each opponent's songs complemented the other one. Cause I also believe I mentioned it during the verses. I was like, damn, y'all niggas act like y'all sat down and put these motherfuckers together and say, well, look, I'm gonna play this motherfucker, you play that one. Cause they were so like the right songs. You know what I'm saying? Like Lyric will play some shit, probably about some bitches, and then he'll play some shit about some bitches. Or it'll be, it's like the blend was there. The blend was there. The structure was there. It was all around good vibe. Um, for a second, I would like to say thank you to everybody that watched and everybody that viewed. I believe it did over 200 and some views. Uh, Still consistently one of the most consistent series on this platform. And we have to thank the fans and the artists who have made Versus Underground as successful as it is now. And I hope we can elevate it to an even bigger platform. Um, Now, as far as the voting was concerned, I felt like first round, I felt like Lyric came out real strong, but I felt like also Solid did as well. Um, I felt like all during this battle, it was closer uh, than what was projected, but I think a lot of the judges projected that it was really close. I felt like it was really close. I didn't feel like it was a runaway. Um, Honestly, when it got to the end of this battle, I didn't know how it was gonna be judged. I had no idea because you went in it one way, and then it just wound up going no different direction. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a pick at the beginning because I'm like, I've never heard uh, lyric battle rap or nothing like that. But I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying? He can hold his own weight. I'm pretty sure um, that Solid can do his thing. And I know I don't see lyric battle before. Uh, I know his catalog. I know his Solid catalog, and I heard both catalogs, some of the songs beforehand, and I felt like this. I don't know how to edge this. I felt like well, Solid could have took an edge because he had like the different styles. If he'd have played out the different styles, I think um, with this particular verses, I felt like this Solid that we got in the tournament with the switch up in the different styles is the little Solid that we should have had in this catalog battle. Then we would have been talking a whole different. Like some of those songs, I believe were in there. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like if he'd have showed more versatility in his music, you know what I'm saying? Add the hook here in this song, because it did feel like most songs was like him just running through it,
You
almost
know
like
what?
almost
I'm
like
gonna do
a
this. I'm gonna do this because it was fair enough that he did it publicly. I
yeah,
felt
but
like I
hold on,
feel
hold
like
on.
his catalog really it was a good vibe. It was like a good vibe depending on what songs that I choose because I'm very versatile. Lil Solid is not versatile as fuck, bro. To be real with you, he's not even versatile. And like a lot of songs was like nearly the same, like same as shit. Like don't get me wrong, there was no hooks, there was no this, there was no that. Far as beat wise, I think a lot of judges heard a lot of more beats, and then they heard some things that stood out to them that they related or that they picked up on. And I realized that a lot of people they do that when you hear music. It's a thing that's in your spine that a lot of artists target. XXX Tentacion talked about it, depending on what beat hurts that you use and this and that, whatever. You know what I mean? Like there's a certain way how to catch like the attention of your audience. But what he was using during that night, he wasn't really using his catalog right. That's the thing. What it is, he
Yeah,
it's
that's what
still
I
the
was saying.
yeah,
That's what I was saying. He
still the
wasn't
same
using.
songs. Yeah,
That's what I was
yeah,
saying. He wasn't using the same. format and catalog that he was using the first time. Uh,
Well,
I don't know if his process was thought out. I know he had dropped some unreleased shit, and he probably wanted people to feel his shit out. But it
yeah,
was so shit
probably.
in his catalog the first time wasn't no unreleased shit. So he had a lot of unreleased shit, and we did the catalog versus catalog compared to when he did the tournament. He had shit
Yeah,
that was already out, some shit that was already banging, so you knew to play
yeah,
that. You don't know. See, a lot of times when it comes down to the unreleased shit, you don't know if it's gonna be a hit or a miss. You really don't, cause
yeah.
cause the person it ain't
Sometimes,
been heard, it ain't been heard yet.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes, you know what I mean? Like,
When I say hit and miss, I mean to the person listening to it besides yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you
uh,
can hear it and it's gonna be a hit to you. If it's your shit, it's gonna be a hit. But when
true.
the fans gotta listen to it, you don't know if it's a hit or miss with them. So
Uh,
and that's the thing.
unless
Not
you
that he
do
had any misses, but
unless
mm,
you do what a smart artist would do, and you only let a small couple that's not a yes man listen to your unreleased tracks, then you know what you got, you know what you're
right?
working with. But you see, like I was saying, is that his songs is the same songs that he brought to Thank God It's Friday. You know what I mean? But the structure was different in that tournament than how the versus structure is. So when you're playing vibe for vibe, or you playing song for song, or even if you're playing disc to disc in the verses, depending on who you going against, whatever, and you're studying your opponent, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, the question that he should have been concerned with was really the most is what lyric is bringing to the verses, because I'm so versatile. I could have just bought a whole lot of fucking house and techno music and just came with a vibe like that, because I got a lot of drill techno beats and a lot of this and that. You see what I'm saying? So it throws people off. You know what I mean? He could have still have the same catalog that he have versus some of the other catalogs that I could have actually chose from. But
Yeah.
I feel like that. What I did was I just went more drill. That's all I did. I just went more drill and hits. I just chose hits and drill. That's all I did. It was done. Like, it was. I didn't even fucking had a damn playlist ready. I literally did that shit within like 15 minutes or so with damn Chifa. Just, hey, bro, I'm gonna toss this in. I'm gonna do this and do that. That's how not worried I was with this versus. Because if you believe in your catalog, and you believe in your your ability and your skills of being versatile, it really going to shows. And that's why I be trying to tell a lot of cats that be low key be talking shit and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's always be saying numbers speaks. Math that's up. You know what I mean? As my brother would say. But when it comes to him criticizing, or him saying like, oh well, he, like the one song, drugs, 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 which is, to him, it may be repetitive, but to other people it's easy to remember. He didn't have nothing in his songs that you can remember. I bet you to this day, the verse has been what, a week ago now. I bet you to this day, no one can remember one line that he said in any one of his songs.
For me, I got bad memory. I can't remember a line neither one of y'all said.
So,
Another one of y'all
so you
So,
songs.
think?
I'm telling you,
I
I
mean, I
smoked too
mean, I
much
mean, but
weed.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the
but
thing.
what he's
Here's the
saying is
thing.
the
Hold on.
chorus
Hold on.
is more memorable. So,
Right,
like,
right,
if you
right.
want to point out what song lyric did, you can be like, I like the song when he was like, "Man down." That's the name of the
Right.
song,
Right. But
"Man down." Like, you know what the
right.
song was off of the
And
chorus.
it's easy
Like,
to
he didn't have the
pinpoint.
structure to the songs, which I do agree with lyrical
I
on
agree
that.
with that too, though.
Like, he had no chorus. I pointed it out first in the
And
comments. I
here's
know
the
y'all saw
thing.
that. I'm
Well, he
like, this
had
dude ain't got no
choruses, it just
chorus.
wasn't hitting
No,
in
no,
certain
no, no. He
songs.
didn't. No, no. It was
He
no.
wasn't
I
just
was listening.
rapping through in
Yes, it
certain
was.
songs.
Yes, it was. And I was listening carefully because I had to. I'm another artist going against an artist.
And I'm
So of
judging,
course,
so I have to
every
as well, so I can hear him giving a chorus, but it's not like in certain songs it was like a straight through. He was saying it so fast that you would
it was
probably
much
fucking
strong.
miss it. It was a lot going on in certain songs, if I can say it that way, because certain songs
Well,
had too much going on.
well, here's the thing. You know what I mean? Like, the way I see it is like, and even with himself, which he should practice more.
Yeah,
People got to keep it real. People just got to flat out just keep it real with themselves, bro. Like, and that's the problem. It's like nowadays in this culture, because of the fact that everybody wants a cult, and everybody
Yeah.
don't want to speak out and everybody don't want to do this and do that, like you got to be that motherfucker to be like, hey, fuck this, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, regardless if you feel like it's wrong or right, like sometimes you just gotta dive in. Just like what I
Yeah.
always say, like, fuck the process. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You gotta fucking take risks. Without taking risks sometimes and taking little L's here and there, you won't never know. You know what I mean? And I feel like that, as the songs prevail on, there was some songs that was uphold with some of the songs that I did choose and pick. You know what I mean? Because they was dope, and I even said, "Yo, I like them songs." You know what I mean? Like, as me keeping it real and keeping it with myself, yeah, there was some songs that exempt my songs, and I was like, "Oh shit, fire! Oh hell yeah!" You know what I mean? Like, I see the potentials, I see the shit, but as far as him saying he want to be that artist to make it with no hooks, or if that's how he said it, or no hooks, no chorus and shit, bro, like it's gonna be like a DaBaby.
Yeah, he
It's gonna be
he
like a
did say that he don't
DaBaby.
put no
You
choruses
know
in
what I
the
mean?
song.
Like,
So
like that's just like DaBaby. Like a lot of people said, oh, he got the same style. He never switch it up, never switch it up. Like eventually people get tired of that. So like I said, and like I always been saying, people need to keep it real with their goddamn selves. You gotta listen to what you hear. You gotta preach what you talk. If you stand on that shit, stand on that shit. Because the way how I see it, a lot of motherfuckers ain't standing on shit. They ain't preach what they talking. And there are a lot of fucking yes mans, and there are people that fuck with people because of popularity. And I'm here to kill all that narratives. So that's what Loud Mob is about. You know what I mean? So the way I see it, like fuck it. Like if that nigga is mad because of my songs and shit, he want war, then fuck it. Then it's war. But other than that, if he ain't mad about it, and you know what I mean, like he's cool and collective about it, and he still want to show respect and be humble himself towards me and shit, then fine, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, fuck the bullshit. We push that shit to the side. You know what I mean? If he still want to collaborate on the song and shit, fuck it. We could do it. You know what I mean? It's me being a bigger person. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, you're not supposed to feel like just because you lost this, like I get that you feel confused, and I get that you wonder why this and whatever. At least talk to me about it. You see what I'm trying to say? Or talk to me on my perspective on what you think or that or whatever. Like we all can learn something from each other. And I feel like that, like, you know, there's a lot of artists nowadays that just want to say that they done it on their own and they done everything on their own and shit. And you know what I mean? Like, regardless if your shit is fucking quality, which that shit gotta stop too, all right? Like, a lot of artists be thinking just because they got quality mix or they got quality this and that and shit, like a next motherfucker that don't have quality mix and shit ain't better than that person. And as I've been saying in the very beginning of, being on your podcast, Hawk Life, you know what I mean? Like, you know, for me, I went off the passion of music. So it's like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Like, that's just my thing. But same time too, you know what I mean? Like, quality do matter. You know what I mean? It just depends on what field that you going in. You know what I mean? Some people just don't want to hear that raw, you know what I mean, natural, music. Quality do matter. It's a thing where you have to listen to your audience. You got to get to know and engage in your audience. You know what I mean? So it's a both play on both things. Just like with if you're an artist that don't want to do hooks or not chorus and shit, you know what I mean? Like it's probably something you should do. You might be actually good at it. You just never know. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just gotta take a leap of faith into things and just try it out. You know what I mean? Hell, shit. I mean, shit. Chifa taught me how to damn battle rap. You see what I'm saying? Shit. Like, what you mean, shit? You know what I mean? Like, shit. My brother taught me a lot of things, but I learned from my brother. You know what I mean? That's things I taught my brother. My brother taught me. So I feel like, as artist support, it should be there. And I feel like after the verses, it should have been a different way. And I feel like as seeing how the music, prevailed and then kind of seeing a little bit of the sneak diss during the verses, I realized it. I just humbled myself. You know what I mean? I just focused on the win. That was just it. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of the way how I feel about it. You know what I mean? As far as the judges, I don't think the judges did anything wrong. There was no problem with the judges at all. Like at least I feel like, you know what I mean? Just because one went from him or one went from the other, whatever. Just like what Chifa said, it's opinions. You know what I mean? So more or less, if he want a rematch, hey, come back for a rematch, bro. That's all you had to do. That's all you had to say. The way I see it. So
Yeah.
But I do agree with Hawk Life because when me and Lyric were talking about it, because we move, we a group, but it was a solo battle. But of course, we're gonna give each other pointers. And some of the songs I told him had to be on the list. He respected it. Some of them came out. You know what I mean? And then for that, but versatility did play a huge role because you could say he was versatile with the one song in the beginning, but if he would have kept it, because he had some love songs that I have heard.
Mm.
There was actual love songs that he had in his catalog that he could have probably made it more difficult or even won the verses if he went that route. If he played some of his love songs to kind of change the whole vibe of what Lyric was going for, because he said he's going for drill. So if you imagine if he would have came with love songs, he would have had that versatility edge unless Lyric would have switched to playlist, which he could have done at any moment. You know what I mean? Which would have happened, but it would have gave him more of a chance than the drill songs going back to back, except for the first song. So it was like basically like drill songs, street music type of verses when you got later into the second and third round, which if he would have switched it up or even just switch it up for the whole first round just to show like, hey, I played a deep emotional song for the first song. And if he would have changed his playlist up and put the one with his brother in the beginning and maybe a love song showing his versatility, he could have got it. He could have got the first round, maybe even the second round. But it is placement. It's also the judges that you have. You have to know your judges and what they like as well. Because if you know who's judging, then okay, they like this style. They told me, and like, which he didn't have that advantage to know the judges, and he didn't really share his music in our group chats or our behind the scenes stuff to know. Okay, Hawk Life likes punchlines. Like if you could say some shit to get him thinking, he going, and I think that's why you went with him, which I respect that. Like I said, like no one's wrong in their opinion. Like Hawk Life was feeling his punchlines and some of the shit he was saying, some of his little schemes he had. And that's what Hawk Life likes. So you can't be like, nah, Hawk Life wrong for choosing LilSolid. That's fucked up, bro. Nah, that's his opinion. He got a right to that. Just like you shouldn't be like, hey, man, them other judges, they were fucking whack. That shit bullshit. Like, no, their opinion was they like the storytelling from Lyric. They felt like he was talking about some of their moments in life. Like they lived through what he was saying. They lived through some of them experiences. So it kind of resonated with them more. Even if we would put three more judges on there, they would all have different opinions than the three judges that did it. Shout out to all the judges.
True.
But for you to go like and try to throw dirt on the whole movement and the podcast, which is not the first time, because we had Mexico Shorty, we had Pluto after our verses do it, like
everybody,
cry about what happened.
everybody,
You know what I mean? Because the loser gonna do that. I'm just waiting for the verses where the first person they both be like, hey, it is what it is, man. I still fuck with you. You know what I mean? Which I know there's some behind the scenes verses that are about to go off. I can see them. And I'm not going to talk about mine because, hey, it's all good. Old buddy kind of not going to do it, but we might have another opponent, and I'm not going to ruin that for Hawk Life and his announcement. But I know Lyrical and Young Shock are trying with their little beef that they have just inherited in the last 2 days, which I would like to put out that the song that he's saying is a diss song with Lyric on it is not a diss song. It was made before this even happened. So I kind of do not respect that. Like, that's why I disagree with Young Shock in that moment, because how you going to put Lyric on a song and say it's a diss song to Lyrical when it's not? It was made before that, which might cause problems between art. Like, we cool with Lyrical and y'all beefing, so it's sometimes you gotta step back as an artist. Like even with NBA YoungBoy and Lil Durk, like you pick a side, but if you ain't gonna pick a side, you can just sit back and I ain't gonna get involved. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's they beef. I fuck with both of the artists. You know what I mean? We both have music together. I'm not gonna say like if me and bro were to beef, which would never happen, I'm sure Hawk Life ain't just gonna pick a side. He gonna be like, look, I fuck with both of y'all. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna put Lyric on the podcast and not put Chief on there because they beefing now or whatever. You know what I mean? Just as an example. So I feel like them moves, that was not good moves. And I mean, I already know Lyrical, already know what it is. Like, he knew that song was already out because you can see the timeline and when it was dropped off of Lyric page and his page, even though he re-dropped them and said they were diss songs. Just like for future reference, people wondering, he kind of pulled a move where he put Mexico Shorty on the same mixtape as me. And I would have never did no features with Young Shock because I did not want he tried to get me to do a song with Mexico Shorty. I said, I'm not doing that, bro. I don't fuck with him. Like, I'm not cool with him. But then it ended up he dropped a song on the mixtape with Mexico Shorty. So I'm like, bro, that's not a cool move. You know what I mean? So as far as that versus, I'm ready for that one. If that one happened, I'd love to see that one go down. But some of the moves I don't agree with right at the moment. So it's kind of like,
Yeah, me too. I
you
ain't
know what I
gonna
mean,
lie.
putting everybody in predicament, which is crazy.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like that. As far as business moving shit, Lil Solid for L, regardless if he was going for a fucking record deal, whatever the hell that he had going on, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't burn your bridges, bro. Like, you never know. Any one of us actually could make it. If he does make it, hey, congratulations, bro. I'm gonna see you one day. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna see you one day. You will see me again. Period. You know what I mean? And if you don't, hey, oh well. I still hope the best. I always hope the best for everybody until they kind of get on that really bad side. Then it's like, nah, I view you as an op. I can't fuck with you. Period. That's where how it's supposed to be. That's where how you're supposed to move. You know what I mean? Or you just don't fuck with them. But as far as that, I feel like it's good versus. It is something that went down in histories. I didn't really get a chance to really talk my shit or say how I feel about things. I appreciate you doing this segment, with the recap and shit. Not even that, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of shit going on right now. I'm kind of disappointed with niggas. I ain't gonna lie. So with that being said, I'm just ready to go back to work. I'm ready to drop this next album. The album that's coming right behind that one's about to flame you niggas ass up. No homo. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just ready to goddamn show the fuck off right now. That's what I'm ready. I'm ready to go ahead, cut heads off, and put niggas in the grave. And it surprisingly, like, y'all gonna see, like, nigga, it's Loud Mob, and that's it, bitch. That's it. Like, that's all I gotta say about the recap. You know what I mean? As far as the recap, you know what I mean? Y'all can go back and look at that. That's in the past now. You know what I mean? But you know,
But
hey,
right, man, Versus Underground. This was the recap. Lyric Lyra versus LilSolid. Once again, shout out both artists for doing their thing. Shout out to the judges. Shout out to the fans for watching. Continue to stay active. Continue to support the movement. It is a lot of shit going on. I kind of saw the shit, but I'm not entertaining it. I'm bending. I see my way out of it. I got a lot of shit going on, and it was a decision. I'm not gonna put it out there. So I'm gonna
oh
stay
yeah,
very
oh yeah.
neutral in
Don't
this
don't say
situation.
nothing. Hell yeah,
It's
don't
not.
say
It's
nothing.
not. It's not opinion towards the situation. It's opinion towards not even much an opinion. It was a situation towards something else. Cause I was supposed to sign. I was thinking about signing Shock and to the label and shit, but it was some pun a part of that agreement. But I'm not gonna get into it because that's
Oh,
personal
yeah, yeah, yeah,
agreement.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. We
Uh,
don't get into disclosure things. No, no, you're doing right. Stay the fuck out of it. Hell yeah. Other than that, I want all the smoke. Any niggas that want the
no,
smoke, I want the smoke. Fuck it,
no. I'm just
nigga.
saying, if I would have signed him, there was a part of his disclosure where basically he'll be in per se violating right now. So, but like I said, I want to stay out of the situation because I haven't signed him. Uh, so he's free
I
to
was,
do what he please.
I
But I'm
was, I'm,
saying
yeah,
it was. I'm just putting out there that it was
I
an
got you.
option, and
Yeah.
until I told him, because I had never got back with him and Cam. I think I told y'all about it, but I never had got back to him and Cam about the
Nah,
situation.
you
But
told me about it.
right, and we chopped. It was just before all this happened. Um, and we chopped it up, and not we had another. I thought we had an understanding. Uh, and this right here put me in the space because a lot of people know, like I said, my opinion on the matter, them beefing has nothing to do with me. But when it comes down to sometimes it's not always what you do, how you do, but it's also who you're doing it to. And I'm gonna
Yep.
say that because lyric, like they said, I'm neutral, but lyrical has been rocking with us for a minute. Always been a respectable dude. You know what I'm saying? And the same with Shock. But I do a lot of shit with lyrical, so it's a dilemma. But like I said, I'm not gonna get into it as far as no size and nothing like that, cause I'm neutral. I don't even know what's going on. I just know what I've read,
Pretty
but
much.
from where I see it's going, and
Yeah.
it
Plus
reminds
past shit too.
Yeah,
so
you're supposed
Past
to.
shit.
right, and I want people to understand that this shit when you're my label is independent. Let me say that my label is independent. But when you get ready, I want to say this to people that it doesn't matter when you're signing to somebody or you're working with people who has brands and shit like that. You have to understand that when you do certain shit, how it could affect other people. You have to understand that. Now, and when it's a constant thing, you gotta understand that too. So I just want people to understand that when you sign it, you know what I'm saying? When you fucking with people, I can understand it's certain shit that's not internet, and there's certain shit that is internet, and there's certain shit
Yeah.
people gonna see. So people just gotta know how to hash out certain shit privately. Everything don't have to be on the internet. I don't want you, and what I say about that, I don't want you to get mad with me about a disagreement and get on live and talk shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause now
Because
that's
music is a business. I mean, everybody make music, but
right.
that's the main thing as well. You got to realize if you come into MBK for Hawk Life label and stuff, it's not just whether you make good music or not. It's also if you like me and bro have always preached on the podcast, and you have preached as well. It's an image that has to be upheld. You know what I mean? You can't take shots at your image. And then if you part of a label and you go into something, it gets to the point where why isn't your, you know what I mean? Why is the CEO not backing you up? Why are you not being pushed? Oh, because certain things happen to where we, you know what I mean? We couldn't publicize what you doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, yeah, I respect the decision. We're not gonna get into it too much, 'cause I know what you're talking about, but you know,
Yeah, I was
I ain't no man put nothing on blast. But
I,
yeah,
I
you
was kind
gotta.
of talking about these other artists if they want to smoke. I wasn't even talking about that. That's why I was like, let's not talk about that. But anyone
No,
other
no,
labels
no.
that want, you know what I mean? That I
Yeah,
was trying to take the shit off, but I get what y'all saying too, though. But y'all right though. Y'all are 100% right. You know what I mean? Like always, there's always an image to uphold, and that's kind of how I feel about Lil Solid. I feel like after the verses, you know, part of his persona as an artist, probably that's if that shit was act or whatever, you know what I mean? Like he let that shit got to the best of him with that post. You know what I mean? And I want to give a shout out to Lyrical because Lyrical actually called that shit out. You know what I mean? He was the first person to call that motherfucker out. You know what I mean? So, like
yeah,
the point of the matter is that, I get it. We are gonna get heated sometimes. We are gonna make faulty moves sometimes. We're fucking
yeah.
human, y'all.
Right.
We're fucking human. We want the same thing out of life. Some of us do, some of us don't. Some of us want the fucking fame. Some of us just want the money. Whatever the fuck that you in it for, I don't give a fuck. You sold your soul, you haven't sold your soul, whatever. You know what I mean? The point of the matter is that, at the end of the day, we all doing one thing the same. That's putting out music. We're putting out a catalog. We we doing this shit as for entertainment. We're doing this shit as for passion and for love. So regardless, you got good quality, not good quality, or whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. That shit need to be killed. You know what I mean? The whole narratives of qualities and shit needs definitely to be fucking killed. I feel like, when it comes to a winner or a loser, whatever, we need to stop fucking blaming the judges. And I can say there are some judges that do judge wrong. We need to be aware of that. You see what I'm saying? Two things I said
Oh,
here.
you really? Oh, you can say you can say that, but at the same time, are they really judging wrong if it's
Right.
their opinion?
Right.
No.
Facts. You know what I mean?
So if
So,
that's their opinion,
right.
then that's just
Then
the way
that's
they
just their
judge. That's
opinion.
why you got to
Right.
know your judges.
Right. So,
Right.
you know, I should have said like that. Thanks, bro. But other than that, you know what I mean? Deep down, like all this shit is logic. All this shit is just logic. All this shit is just motions. You know what I mean? So if y'all niggas willing to work and shit, y'all niggas serious and shit, you know what I mean? Then hey, hit me up. Let's do some work. Let's do this shit. Let's grow some growth. Let's grow some audience. Let's get the analytics and shit up. You know what I mean? That's what the fuck it's about. Regardless on what kind of music you have, whatever, fuck it. You want to be versatile. You want to do something out the box, whatever. Hit me the fuck up. I'm all about that shit. You know what I mean? If you want to stay in that lane with drill, because drill is not going to last forever. I'm sorry. Hate to tell you. It's not going to last forever. Every 8 years, the game changed. So, you know what I mean? Like, so the game could go in and play a fucking favor of Loud Mob, which, if you look back towards a lot of music and shit, we've been keeping up with what's trending. You know what I mean? So that's another thing that y'all niggas gotta worry about is what's trending, what's doing this, what's selling, what is that, what is that? You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit to keep up with. And if you can't do that, then maybe being an artist is not for y'all. And that's not to talk down on artists. It's not to do this, do that. Because really, I don't give a fuck what the hell none of y'all niggas got to say about me. I really don't fucking care. Half of y'all can't even say it to my fucking face. So, you know what I mean? And half of y'all don't want the smoke. Like, this is me real life, nigga. You know what I mean? So, half of y'all niggas, I know it's a show and the act. You know what I mean? But other than that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm happy I got the dub. I brought that shit home. We still undefeated. Other than that, you know what I mean? I'm going to talk my shit now. You know what I mean? I was trying to be humble with the verses. I'm pretty sure everybody can tell. Other than that, I ain't gonna get too petty. I'm just ready to go back to work. I'm ready to drop some bum ass fucking music on y'all. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's pretty much what it's about.
I'm gonna drop something after this. And also, I don't know if anybody can get in touch. I know there's a K Dub and there's a Lil Solid, but there's an artist named K Dub Solid, which Hawk Life knows, and we know. Um, I'm trying to get in touch with him. I've been trying to get in touch with his sister. So if anybody got any connections to her, so I can ask him, does he want me to drop this? Because I've been holding this song before, even before he got locked up, and you know, what I mean, free the boy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to see if he want me to drop it or he want me to wait. And a lot of people have been asking me to drop it, but it's not people that is connected to him. So I'm not going off of the fans. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get like a direct line to him and see if he want me to drop the song. But if anybody want to help with that, that'd be cool. So I know
Why?
if I can drop it or not.
Well, I hit TJ up and asked her because that's his sister Tiffany Jean.
Yeah, which I played it for you behind the scenes. Or maybe it was on a live. I don't remember. No, I think it was behind the scenes where I was like, hey, I wish she would have hit me up to play one of his tracks because I have a couple of them I've been holding on to. Because I mean, if I just looking in my shoes, if I was locked up or if I was like down bad or something was happening with me, I wouldn't want someone to drop my songs without me knowing if it's a good time for me and my peoples. Just because it's a good time for, you know what I mean, me, it might not be a good time for him. Maybe he want to wait, or you know what I mean. But yeah, I do have a couple tracks that I'm trying to get off with him. I got a couple tracks with YMG Trip that I'm about to be dropping. I was supposed to drop some shit with Lil Solid, but this shit happened, so hey, I ain't got nothing with him, but we were supposed to drop shit before he even agreed to drop a song with Lyra before this whole versus. So that's what it's the Burning Bridges. I don't know if you ever heard Bruh's mixtape Burning Bridges, but that's pretty much what's going down. So, but hey, it was a good versus. It's still a legendary versus. I think it was one of the smoothest verses because, you know, from the beginning we had to go through the technical difficulties and learning, you know what I mean, the structure and seeing how it was going to play out. I think it played out great. It didn't get dragged along. Hawk Life really controlled the pace, and I like how he controlled the pace. And he didn't, because back then we would wait after each round and give our opinion, but he took it to a new way, which I would like to shout out to. We're gonna save the whole opinion to the last, to the end, which really helped the verses get along without having too many pauses where you lose interest. I think it was just the structure was great, the songs were great. I think they both had songs like Bruh said. Even he admitted, you know what I mean. They were going back and forth. It was songs that kind of, you know what I mean, canceled out the last song with this song. And I know Hawk Life was looking for a vibe clash, you know what I mean, a style clash, but it wasn't too much of one. I think it went down to a vibe. It was an actual a good ass vibe. It wasn't like jumping back and forth where you had to, okay, this song was a love song, this song was a drill song. Now you got picked, which is harder to even judge. So I think it was good. It was a solid one. You know what I mean? Hopefully we get my verses figured out. And I'm down with that. The freestyle division. If y'all don't know, me and Lyric has joined. I won my first round. Lyric went against Hawk Life, and I think the best battle could even be battle of the year. And for those who looking forward for the Chop It Up podcast, you know what I mean, awards and shit. So hey, I thoroughly enjoyed that. There's a lot of things going on, and big shout out to Hawk Life for setting us up with the. He been trying to do it for a while. I give him credit for that for the battle league. He been
Yeah.
trying to do it for a while, but I think people were not expecting us to come through. And I didn't want to let Hawk Life down, you know what I mean? And bro even said it as well with our behind the scenes. You know what I mean? We represent Battle Rap Kingdom. A lot of people know that we was with MBK. And you know what I mean? We kind of just did our own thing. We still help with ideas sometimes. And you know what I mean? We still talk to Hawk Life pretty much a lot about a lot of things. But hey, you know what I mean? Like we feel like we came from Battle Rap Kingdom to over there. I think we do got a strong little trio going. So maybe one day we might have a Battle Rap Kingdom versus Guerrilla Warzone. I think that would be a hard ass motherfucking event. Hopefully in the future, knock on wood. You know what I mean? Us three versus another three. You never know. Uh, I would like to see some group battles go down. So for those who own a division and the general manager of a division, I'm putting that out there as well. I think some good group battles. I don't know if they do it or not. Maybe Hawk Life could tell me uh, if they ever done like 2-on-2s and shit like that. But hey, that would be dope too. So hey,
Yeah.
I think everybody winning. So fuck it. You know what I mean? Just the recap of the verses. I think everybody won. It's about promotion. That's how I feel. I never go into a versus like wondering if I'm gonna win or lose, or oh, if I lose I'm gonna be pissed. It's just I don't really care. It's I care about my music getting out there and putting on a good show. Like you know what I
Facts.
mean? That's the main thing that y'all would want to do. And I think it was a good show, regardless of the bullshit that happened after the verses. It was a moment in time, right then and there, that everyone enjoyed themselves, and it was a good ass versus. So I think it was the best one so far. It might not do the numbers that the Pluto and Loud Mob one has done already, but it's still early. So hey, fuck it. It might be verses of the year as well. So shout out to Lyric and shout out to LilSolid. Shout out to Hawk Life for putting everything together like you always do. And shit, you already know. Roll to 1,000. That's the last thing I'm gonna say. We close.
Yeah, man, been a vibe, man. It was a vibe. Uh, the whole tournament, man, and like I said, shout out to the judges, shout out to the battlers, the artists, shout out to the fans for watching, supporting. And some more to come. Like I said, the next one up to bat was supposed to be in Chief YZ uh, versus Jabba Mia. He backed out. We're working on something to get something
Pussy.
locked in.
Sorry.
That we ain't gonna say too much about right now. Uh, but the next one that's coming up, like I said, is a group battle, a group versus OSG versus Gorilla House. That's
Who?
gonna be super dope. OSG versus Gorilla House.
OSG.
Yeah, that's the dude. What's next and all them?
Oh, okay.
Him
All
and
right.
his
Yeah.
people, and
Oh, okay.
they going against the old boy Joe
Oh,
and
okay.
his
Okay.
crew.
I forgot about that. All right.
Yes, so that's gonna be a dope versus underground. So make sure you tap in for that one. Lyric and Chief will be in the building as judges. It's gonna be a movie.
Oh, shit.
It's gonna be a
Oh yeah, I
movie.
already signed up.
All right.
Now my gonna definitely
I
be in the
said,
building and judge. It's only fitting that they started this group battle shit that they should come in and
all
judge
right.
it
I'm down
versus.
for that.
Is
Little brother sound big bro up for some shit. All right. I'm down.
Oh, I said I was gonna do it, but hey, you know
Hey,
how
I'm
when one of
down.
us do it, the other one pretty
Hell
much gonna
yeah.
do it.
Shit, you
Hey, I
already
just
know.
want to point out though, one more thing. Loud Mob make history, and that's it. We got the first group win, we got the first solo win, so we in the book for life. Fuck it, legendary shit. You know what I mean,
Award Show 2024, second annual Chop It Up the Podcast Award Show. That's coming
you mean 2023?
2023.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2024 is next year.
Oh, my
You working in
bad.
the future? You
Some new categories, some old categories. Uh, we have we're getting ready to introduce who our honorary Lifetime Achievement Award winner. Recipient is gonna be uh once again well deserved honor, just the same as it was last year for our winner last year, DJ Big O, Indianapolis' own. Uh,
Hey,
we did
Shout
we did
out.
it for him last year, and it was beautiful. It was well put together. The tribute, so hopefully we can get some people together to tribute this year's honoree. Um,
and I got a lot of titles under my belt.
yeah, man, they got orders of the year, man. They got male orders of the year,
More than
female
that,
orders of the
got group
year,
of the year, got
group of
song
the
of the
year,
year.
song of the year. Oh,
This song,
this track.
Bird pulled out. Yeah,
That's all the type of
we
stuff we had last year, man. We got some stuff coming, man. We got some stuff
I
coming.
still think Bruh should have took it from old buddy, but we gonna earn that.
Yeah, they want.
we,
Well, hey, I had to bring it up. I still, I hold grudges now. I still,
you
But
stupid,
yeah,
man.
man, it's a
hey,
movie around where we at, man. But like I said, Verse Underground, stay tuned, stay tapped in, man. You know what it is, man. Like, comment, subscribe. We out of here. Peace.
Yeah.
I'm all.